Good afternoon. At 10:17 last night, Fitchburg police received two 911 calls from Wanoosnoc Road in Fitchburg. Neighbors reported that there was a woman lying in the road, in the street, in front of 35 Wanoosnoc Road, suffering from multiple stab wounds. Jennifer Narvaez-Colon, 33 years old, was transported to Leominster, Alliance Hospital in Leominster, and then taken to UMass Memorial University campus in Worcester. She was pronounced dead at the hospital at 12:36 a.m. today. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner has accepted the case, and an autopsy is currently being performed. This autopsy will determine the cause and manner of death. Last night, the Fitchburg Police Department responded to the scene, and shortly thereafter, state police detectives assigned to the Worcester County DA's office responded to the scene as well. When police arrived, they entered 35 Wanoosnoc Road and found Wanda-Gonzalez, 33 years old, in a bedroom suffering from wounds to her head and neck. She was transported to UMass Memorial University campus in Worcester, where she remains with non-life-threatening injuries. Ms. Gonzalez is charged with domestic assault and battery with a dangerous weapon with a knife, who will be arraigned later today at the hospital. 3 children of Mrs. Narvaez-Colon, who shared the home with the 2 women, were found with neighbors and are in the custody of the Department of Children and Family Services. The children will be reunited with family members later today and will be interviewed at our Child Advocacy Center during the next several days. This investigation, I want to remind you, is still very active. The search warrant is currently being executed at the home. The state police detectives assigned to the Worcester County DA's office, the Fitchburg Police, State Police Crime Scene Services, and State Police Crime Lab personnel are currently working on the case. Chief.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Ernest Martinell, Chief of Police for the City of Fitchburg. First of all, on behalf of the City of Fitchburg and the Fitchburg Police Department, I'd like to extend our thoughts and condolences to this family for this tragic event. I'd like to reiterate that this was an isolated event. We're speaking of a very thickly settled, densely area off of Wanoosnoc Road, and we determined this is an isolated event, and there appears to be no danger to anybody that lives in the area because of the isolation of this event. I'd like to commend the men and women of this police department that first responded for their quick actions, their quick response, but also their compassionate response. These crimes are never easy to handle, and the men and women of this police department and then further on with the state police acted quickly and compassionately, and we will continue to investigate this till we come to a conclusion. But I would like to thank all first responders for their compassionate response. Thank you.
Are there any questions?
Can you describe the relationship of the women?
Need a little bit more time on that. They were living together at the home, is my understanding, but I'm not comfortable going any further than that right now.
And the children, did they belong to the victim or the suspect?
The 3 children were the deceased children, yes.
Do you have a sense if either one, since they were both stabbed, was acting in self-defense?
That's part of the investigation. It's much too early to say. Like I said, the autopsy is being performed right now. We have to wait for cause and manner of death, and we'll be able to make a little bit, as the investigation goes on, like I said, it's very active. We'll be able to make some decisions with regards to that.
Has the Fitchburg Police Department ever got called to that home before?
We're reviewing call logs at this point. Not prepared to comment on that, but we are reviewing call logs.
How old are the children?
Approximately 12, 9, and 8 years old. 13, 11, and 8.
Do we know if they witnessed the incident?
I can't speak to that at this point. They will be interviewed at our Child Advocacy Center probably this Thursday.
Do we know anything about any potential criminal histories of either of them?
Can't comment on that either right now. That's still part of the investigation.
Is it believed that Gonzalez stabbed Colon?
Can't get into that as well. It's still part of the investigation.
Is Gonzalez going to be arraigned?
Arraigned later today, probably within the next hour at the hospital. Yes.
At the hospital.
Who called 911?
Can't give that to you at this point. We just know that 2 911 calls came in.
What is it? I mean, can you at least say if it was like a passerby who found her in the road, or if it was someone relative to the house?
No, she was in the road and the call was made. That's at the point the call was made, is my understanding.
Neither the victim or the suspect might have made one of those calls?
I can't talk about that at this point. Still part of the investigation.
Comment on there's a knife that was taken from the scene. It looks like a 10 or 12-inch knife that was detected, put into a box. Is that the weapon that was used in the stab?
I can't talk to that at that point. You know, they were collecting evidence at the scene. I haven't seen the picture, but I wouldn't be able to comment on it either way, not until we have some more information.
Can you just speak generally about the gruesome nature of this
No.
crime and how it's so impactful in that community there? People are pretty upset.
Like the chief said, this is a very tough crime. There are children involved. Anytime you have children involved, but you know, with regards to characterizing anything with regards to its gruesome nature, not no. It's still a very active investigation. It's still a very new investigation. So we'll let them do their work. Anything we say with regards to that has to be said in the courtroom, pursuant to our rules of professional conduct.
Can you just go over again the charges that Ms. Gonzalez is facing? You said domestic assault and battery, and what else?
Assault, battery with a dangerous weapon to with a knife.
How long before the search warrant is executed?
My understanding is being executed right now. There are police at the home right now.
Can you just explain, you said that when the police arrived at the scene, one woman was found out in the road and then another woman was in her bedroom? Were the kids asleep at the time? Can you explain where everybody was?
The children were out on the road with their mother. The children were out on the road with their mother.
And then the defendant was where again?
In the home.
Did you say she was in the bedroom or something?
She was in the home when the police got there. You know, they found her suffering from multiple wounds as well. The children were out on the road with their mother, rendering aid to their mother.
At this point, do you believe these are the only two people involved?
I can't speak to that, it's still part of the investigation, but yes, as far as we can tell, yes, but you know, like the chief said, there's no danger to the community right now. This was not a random act. You know, it appeared to be an isolated incident, but I don't want to go too much further down that road.
Can you further elaborate on the type of assistance that these children might get after having to witness something like this?
They were there helping their mother. That's
Well, what type
I'm
of
not
help
going to go any further.
What type of help they might get? Are they getting help from social services?
Oh,
agencies?
okay. With regards to that, yes, Department of Children and Family Services, and you know, expectedly reunited with the family members very soon.
Was a third person taken to the hospital?
Yeah. No. Just,
Okay,
So
thank you very much.
This hasn't been determined to be a murder yet, is what you're saying?
we have to wait for the autopsy. Once we have the results back on the autopsy, once we have cause of manner of death, we can elaborate on that. And, you know, the charges, we anticipate that there will be some changes to the charges, but we can't do anything till we get the autopsy back and have a specific cause of manner of death.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.